While the scorecard, they usually scoreboard like this one. It's more detailed. Is for tracking any progress. Tracking any progress. So the main difference is dashboard is track current operation and the scorecard is monitors the goal achievement. And then the focus usually KPI, yeah, the goal or performance metric, while scorecard usually strategic objective and long-term goals. Dashboard usually updated real-time or daily. Yeah, dashboard usually updated real-time or daily, and scorecard usually like monthly, quarterly, yearly, because you would like to track your project completeness. Dashboard usually used by department manager and analyst, and the scoreboard usually used by executive or directors. This is the example tools. So for dashboard, there's Power BI. We learn about Power BI. Tableau, we learned this couple weeks in these recent weeks. Google Looker Studio, I don't know what is it, but I think it's supposed to be the same. Power BI Tableau and scorecard is balance scorecard. Okay, so for the final exam later on, I would like you to create a Tableau using Tableau and balance scorecard. Last week we were talking about balance scorecard. So what is the benefit of dashboard for business performance? So the first is as a decision making. So with a dashboard is enable faster, make a accurate decision. Transparency. So everyone can see the same numbers. If I second your senior, I found that your senior before they work in the IKEA, and then they say that in the IKEA there is in the staff or the employee room there is a real-time IKEA product that have been sold in that area and in the country and the global. So the employee can see in the real time, like for example, today we already sell like a 100 unit furniture in this area, and then in the global we already sell like 1,500 units. So this is also dashboard can give you some transparency. Goal tracking, easy to compare real-time data with business goals. Problem detection, highlight issue early. For example, declining sales because it's real time, so you can see like yesterday it was we sell. Yesterday we sold 1,000. Why today we only sell 500? So because it's real time and transparent, you can easy to tackle if there is a declining sales. Efficiency, save time by removing the needs to manually compile reports. Collaboration, so teams, all of the employee, like what I said, like in the KPI, all of teams or employee, part-time, full-time, contract, they can align based on the shared data and insight. Visualization, of course, this is easily to see because it's usually only with image, color, and this one. They have like a coach. The coach have a indicator that is like an arrow indicator, and then they have like numbers. So this is like easily to see by everyone. So you might ask why we need dashboard for performance monitor. Why? Because we need to make a good alignment. So keep teams focused on what matters most. Okay, so we make sure that everyone in the same page, everyone have the same goal, have the same purpose. And then quick reaction time. So allow immediate response to problems. So because it's a real time, daily, update daily, even hourly. So usually hourly is the temperature. Usually I don't know, but if you see like I ever seen in the culture there is a monitor showing the air quality today. For example, today air pollution is high, so please wear mask. Okay. So usually for like a temperature, air quality, or what is it like weather. Like yesterday it was like not today is good, so cool. I think it's today midnight is starting. The temperature is getting lower. So usually like temperature they need to update quickly. Simplify communication because it makes complex data easy to understand and share from the lower lower employee. I mean like the lower the lower level, the lowest level until the highest level. They can understand because it's using the indicator easy. And then performance evaluation help measure individual teams and department success. And of course, it's for continuous improvement, which is supports ongoing monitoring, feedback, and refinement of strategies. Now, we continue the challenges and disadvantages of dashboard. Okay, so what if the dashboard it make you easier to make it easy to read, and then the dashboard also simple, also give you can show you the goal or KPI, key performance indicator. So what is the challenge of disadvantages? Of course, they still have disadvantages. For example, information overload. If like too many KPIs or charts, too many graphics, somehow it's make you confused. You and rather than clarify information. If a lot of that's why like in the dashboard, usually maximum there is a 4 or 5 chart or objects. No more. Like a 10 or 7 is too many. So make it, give a chart is easy, but if too many is make you overwhelming. Wrong metrics. If irrelevant KPI are tracked, decision may be misleading. For example, for the vandalism, I asked you to create a pie chart. Pie chart usually no more than 4 or 5 indicator and percentage, right? If you use like a name or a student ID as a pie chart, it doesn't make any sense. It makes you cannot create your pie chart. And then data quality issues. So that are only as good as the data behind them. Okay. User data. So even though you create a dashboard very good, but your data quality is bad, you cannot make a dashboard. Okay. User dependency. I think this is a common like last time, like Maya, you told me that you create like a dashboard and that is supposed to be total amount, right? Rather than the number, the orders. And if you do not check the data quality, then that's the how do you say it's impossible to create dashboard. User dependency. Over reliant on dashboard might reduce critical thinking, right? Cost and complexity. Advanced dashboard need tools, training, and sometimes expensive software. Well, of course, aside from the Tableau and the Tableau, the one that I introduced you is the basic Tableau. There is a premium Tableau. So of course, you need to use money and also you need to study. Power BI is also the most simple one. Security risk. Sensitive data may expose if dashboards are not properly managed. Sensitive data may be exposed if dashboards are not properly managed. Okay. This is some advantage or disadvantage of using the dashboard. Let's have, now it's 9:32, let's have first our attendance check. Okay, please get the cardboard and make sure that you scan successfully.
So many glasses and I think we also skipped some. So we were not. I think I saw you last week from the but I was not feeling it. I was just like, I'm tired of this place. How is that? Yeah, this is 50. 15 degrees. And then this is, yes. We just make it water. Feels like that. I don't remember actually. I think I was feeling extremely tired because I worked last night. Because technically speaking, we normally celebrate Christmas. So if the kids don't go traveling with their families, they stay here and then when I pick so yes. And the cultural events because I already Taiwanese and they don't celebrate Christmas. And maybe I don't know if they celebrate the same way. But this year we have maybe one last time. Christine, okay. How are you feeling?
Okay, so again, the dashboard type I created Jesus case. So there is a several type of dashboard. The first one is operational, tactical, strategic, and analytical. So in the operational, a logistic manager track delivery delays by region. This is for the operational. So usually used to track something about operation. Okay. For example, a logistic manager track delivery delay by region. Tactic, for example, dashboard also can use to describe any strategy tactic. For example, a marketing team monitors email open rates after a campaign launch. So usually like you have email marketing. In the email marketing, you can see how many people already open the email and click the link you provided in the email. So you can use dashboard to explain these things. Okay? Next one is strategic. So for example, a CEO compares actual profit margin with a long-term growth target. And analytical, if for example, a data scientist explore patterns in customer churn rates. So this is how dashboard you created this case. So for example, a music streaming company built a mood dashboard. I think it's like Now it's December, so if you're using YouTube Premium or Spotify, you can have your recap. So like I just get my recap on my YouTube Premium. So how much so like this is like a for example, like I have 18,000 minutes. I don't know what I think I listen too much music, like a year. So and then they even give you some your most played genre. For example, I use a pop, so it means I mostly a pop and slow rock music. So, but some of the I don't know, but some of the software they can give you like a mood dashboard. For example, it's recently you're too gloomy, and then they give you some indicator. Oh, your recent music represent your mood is gloomy, or maybe your recent music in your enthusiasm, something like that. So this is a creative way to use a dashboard. So a music streaming company builds a mood dashboard to track user listening behaviors by emotional tone. If a sad song spike in one city, they run a promotion for upbeat playlist. So here's the things. So I think this is one. This is about the human. It's not the music, but the human. I'll be using some face picture, and then you can see that whether there is you can read the facial expression, and you can see the okay. Okay, so this is another thing of the emotion app. So you can capture the mood and then using like some dashboard to see. So this is called a creative use case for dashboards. This is very nice. Okay, I think that I don't know. I think Spotify. I don't use Spotify right now using YouTube Premium, but on the YouTube Music they don't give me some music recommendation. They just give me the recommendation for similar singer or similar genre. Anyhow, so another company, Amazon. So Amazon, they have a dashboard that focuses on order fulfillment and customer experience using Amazon internal dashboard platform. So I know that Amazon they have like their own technology. They do AWS, Amazon Web Service. I think our ITM department they really focus in it, and even our vice president, Professor Lee, they also have this kind of specialty about Amazon Web Service. Okay. So in the Amazon, they can track the KPI, key performance indicator, based on the on-time delivery rate, warehouse error rate, average customer wait times, product return rate, and Prime membership engagement. Okay, but this is for the Amazon. For example, you can their system can directly capture and create the automatic dashboard like this one. For example, order and sales, order status, pending, and then ship, sales order, month by month, shipment service category, and then fulfillment, Amazon order, shipment service, and sales order month. These are the same things. So impact of the using this kind of stuff is reduce warehouse delay by 18% in the quarter 2. Quarter is every 4 months. And optimize delivery routes by using real-time apps and improve customer loyalty to the service consistency. Another best practices for a great business dashboard. So start with the business question. What do you need to know daily? For example, keep it simple. Show only the most relevant KPI. For example, performance, sales, or employee turnover, safety, or accident rate in the factory. So please be specific. And use color wisely. Green for a good, red for a bad, and yellow for warning. But well, it is color is your preference, but most likely people will more understand is a red, green, and yellow. Just like in the traffic light, there's a green, red, and yellow. But if you like another colors like pink, and it's up to you. But just you have to clarify. Design for action. Every chart should help answer a question or trigger a decision. So make a correct chart. Like a couple of weeks ago, we learned to. So every chart has a different purpose. Every chart only suitable for different purpose. So you cannot use a pie chart to see the trend. Cannot. Tracking the trend usually for suitable for line chart. Bar chart usually to compare several objects, okay, several category. Pie chart is used most likely for percentage. Area, you remember there is an area, therefore area, there's a chart area chart, it's usually for quantity. So please choose every chart wisely, because if you would like to see the trend, using pie chart is impossible, you cannot. Okay? Or you would like to compare usually for bar. Update regularly, hourly, daily, or weekly, depending on the business needed. Okay. Before I continue what you need to do the second hour, I will explain the Six Sigma first. Okay. Six Sigma is as a performance measurement system. So it's literally related with the KPI. So Six Sigma started in the mid-1980s and has been used by many companies around the world. Most companies use Six Sigma to improve their processes. That means they carefully look at how their work is done, find problems, and fix them. So in recent years, some of the companies like Motorola, I think Six Sigma introduced by a Japanese company. So like Motorola also started using Six Sigma. So from a Sigma is like a Greek symbol, is to measure and manage performance, not just improve processes. It helps track how well key processes are running and help make the whole business perform better. So I have the explanation about Six Sigma. Let's check.
It's a data-driven methodology for eliminating defects and reducing process variation in any process, from manufacturing to transactional and from product to service. The term Six Sigma comes from statistics and refers to the ability of a process to produce a very high proportion of output within specification. In particular, processes that operate at Six Sigma levels produce at least 99.9999966% of their output within specification, which corresponds to no more than 3.4 defects per million opportunities. The Six Sigma methodology is based on a concept called DMAIC: define, measure, analyze, improve, control. This is a structured approach to problem solving. 1. Define, identify the problem and the project goals. 2. Measure, quantify the problem and collect relevant data. 3. Analyze, identify the root cause of the problem. 4. Improve, develop, test, and implement solutions to the problem. 5. Control, monitor the process to ensure that defects remain at acceptable levels. Six Sigma also includes a system of personnel training and certification, similar to martial arts, with different belt levels: green belt, black belt, and master black belt, indicating different levels of expertise and responsibility. While Six Sigma originated in manufacturing, it has been successfully applied in many other industries and sectors. It is often combined with lean manufacturing principles to form a methodology called Lean Six Sigma, which aims to reduce waste and improve process speed and quality simultaneously. In conclusion, Six Sigma is a powerful tool for improving process quality and reducing variation, leading to more consistent output, higher customer satisfaction, If you enjoyed this video, don't miss my video.
So Six Sigma actually is like based on the statistic ability to produce a very high proportion of output within a specification. So this is because of the usually at least a 99 point or with the output with specific output there is a defect. So the point of the Six Sigma is would like to minimize the defect, even though there is a actually this is very high number of the output, right? 99, almost 100% our product become a finished product. 99.96%. But however, even though there is only less than 1%, 1% of the 100 already 10 defect, right? 1% or something, or 1% of a qual number is have a 3.4 defect per million. So still have a small portion of defect. But Six Sigma here, they would like to reduce this, still would like to reduce the defect. Okay. So Six Sigma focuses on reducing mistakes or defect in the business processes. The name of Six Sigma comes from the Greek letter sigma, which is used in statistics to measure variability or how much things go wrong in many businesses. It's normal to have a lot of mistakes, for example, in number. For example, numbers. In a process with 3 to 4 sigma performance, there are about 6,200 to 67,000 defects for every 1 million opportunities. So still, if there is a 1 million opportunity, 1 million, you still have a 1% or several portion of defect, and it's a lot, right? 6,000 to 67,000 defect is very lot. Here, you in this department is good. You don't have any statistic course. When I was a student, you have a statistic course. It's very difficult. So you have to like calculating. Now I already forget how to calculate, but I use more with the software. But here I don't know why you don't need to learn about statistics, because statistics somehow is very important. Okay. For example, Six Sigma can be applied to every kind of business. For example, in insurance company, even in insurance company, that process 1 million claims and with average processes 6,200 to 67 million of those claims may have errors or wrong information, mishandled form. Okay. But with Six Sigma, the goal is to reduce the number of mistakes to 3.4 defect per million opportunities and almost 0 defect. So actually Six Sigma is would like you to have 0 defect, even though it's impossible, but they really expect you to have 0 defect. Motorola and Six Sigma. Motorola is the kind of like a pioneer or the first among company that invented Six Sigma and used it to improve their manufacturing processes. In the 1980s, Motorola's product like mobile phone and pagers. You know pagers? Anyone know pagers? You know pagers? Oh my goodness! You don't know pagers? Oh, okay, I'm so old. So pagers. So pager is like before. Have you ever known? So before cell phone invented, they had a pager first. So pager is just like the two pagers. This one. So this is kind of like in the 1990s, in the early 1990s. There is before mobile phone are invented. There is, we call it pagers. So the pagers, if I'm mistaken, if you would like to, if it is like a Nokia, you need to type, right? You don't type. But if you would like to send a message to using pagers, you need to call. To call to the operator and for example, I would like to say, please meet me at 9. And then the operator will help you to type, please meet me at 9 p.m. And then send to the another person pagers. Okay? So they use like this one. So this one. So for example, this one, there is a text, all fire teams members should report to phone, this one. So there is no keyboard right here, how you know how they give this message? So you need to call to the operator, and the operator will help you. Something like this one. I'm not really understand because I know that there's a pager, but I don't at that time because I was a kid, so I don't really. So this is kind of like the first invention of the technology. Okay. So Six Sigma. Okay. So Motorola mobile phone is pretty cool at the time. So a Motorola product like mobile phone and pagers have too many defects, and they use Six Sigma to analyze every step in their production process, find where errors were happening, and fix those problems. Okay. And as a result, they reduce kind of like a defect significantly, the product quality improved, and they save $1 billion in cost because they try to minimize the defect. And the success led other big companies like GE or General Electric to adopt Six Sigma too. GE applied Six Sigma not only in manufacturing but also in services like customer support, making their whole business more efficient. Okay. So we call it Six Sigma. And Six Sigma, they usually use a simple models to improve their business performance. They use DMAIC or DMAIC, which stands for Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. So how they can minimize the defect, because the company use this method or model, which is DMAIC: Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control. And this model helps companies improve their processes in a step-by-step way, and it's similar to how people solve problems in everyday life. First, you need to understand the problem, and then also measure. You need to analyze. You need to do action or improve, and make sure it stay in control or make it stable. Okay? Well, we can take a break first, and we come back later, 10 minutes later. And I would, in that case that last week you didn't come, we will have midterm exam on the midterm presentation on the December 18. So it's like 2 weeks later, because in 25th of December and of January 1st we have a day off. So we don't have so much time. So we will have a final exam on the December 30th. I will explain what you need to do today.